Hello, this is Amy Bowers. I'm Director for Exceptional Student Services for Dalton Public Schools. Welcome to the 2018-19 school year. This is going to be a quick presentation for special education staff, just to give you some updates about what's new this year and to clarify what your ESS related responsibilities are during pre-planning and the first week of the school year. First of all, I want to give a very special welcome to our new special education staff. We are so excited to have you in Dalton Public Schools. I've met nearly all of you, and each school is so lucky to have you in their buildings. We hope that you are learning a lot with us these first couple of weeks and feeling comfortable, and I know that you've got a great team of people around you that are going to be able to help you and make you feel comfortable in our school district. First and foremost, for those new people, if you have any anxiety about writing IEPs, listen closely. All new special education teachers and some selected veteran special education teachers have been invited to an IEP training. It's going to be held August 2nd from 12 o'clock p.m. to 4 p.m. at Dalton High School in Lab Room 1128. That's the new wing down where the theater is. Please bring your fully charged laptop Surface device and your charger. We're going to do some work and give you some time to work on an IEP there. We have selected some veteran staff to come who are familiar with the IEP writing process and will be your support in the session. So you'll have plenty of support, lots of people around to ask questions, and we'll guide you through the process of writing an IEP. If any other veteran staff would like to come that have not been invited, if you want an update, you are welcome to come. Just contact me, Amy Bowers, or your learning specialist so we can prepare a space for you. I just want to give you a reminder that we have the best ESS support staff around, so reach out and ask for their help when you need it. We have amazing learning specialists, K-6 general curriculum, grade 7-12 general curriculum, and alternate curriculum. And then we have a wonderful coordinator for parent involvement and the best technology support staff person around. So their names are here, their contact information you likely have. Give them a call when you need some support, and they're there. I do want to clarify a few minor updates to our written guidance and how we write IEPs this year. We have a few of those every year. One of the first is a new look for state testing accommodations. Let me be clear, you won't see this until you create a new IEP. So as you're amending IEPs this school year, of a IEP that was written last school year or in the summer, yours won't look like this. So don't panic if it doesn't look like this. But when you create a brand new IEP, yours will look like this. One of the biggest differences is that you can now select different accommodations all in the same box, so we don't have to quit adding tests and subtests. So it's going to be a little bit easier to do. So I have a little video that's going to show you how it works. So what you'll be doing is you're going to select on your state testing accommodations tab and then open your test or create a new test, and you'll see state specific, district specific, setting, timing, scheduling, response, presentation, accommodations. For now, ignore all the ones that say state and just focus on the district accommodations. And you can see them there when you select on one, like preferential seating. Notice that it added to. If you want to add another one, just click right next to the one you added and select your next accommodation. Okay, so it works a little something like this. Again, ignore the state, it's a repeat. If you select one there, don't panic, but all of them are in the district specific accommodation boxes, so that's all you'll need there. I do want to let you know that I have a new guidance for state test administration and district test administration this year that you'll have a copy of. We just broke it down by grade level, so we don't have it according to months anymore. So this should pretty clearly identify to you what tests are given in first, second, third grade, etc. On the back page, or on page 2, if you're looking at a printed document like on your screen, I have the subtests listed out for you by grade. Notice that we are administering MAP. measures of academic progress this year, and we've listed the subtests that are administered for each grade level. So I've highlighted those to bring that to your attention. Our first administration is going to be pretty soon. I'm understanding August. So put this on your radar for your test accommodations, conversations for amendments during the first of the year. You're going to want to add MAP and consider MAP testing accommodations. I do want to encourage you to use the allowable accommodations sheet. I've also attached those to your state testing guidance. There's 2 grids. One is students with disabilities and the other is for English learners. You may only use the English learner accommodations for those students that are EL eligible, the ones that are going to take the access. You'll notice that they can get accommodations for state testing as well. The difference is between the 2 grids is the 2 differences are that we can offer the accommodations in an ESOL classroom instead of a general classroom or special education classroom, and students that are EL eligible could be eligible for a word-to-word dictionary. There's some caveats to that. Not all students would qualify for that. You cannot talk about these accommodations, though, without an EL teacher present. So that teacher has that expertise in knowing when to select those accommodations. So make sure they're involved in the IEP meeting to help identify whether or not these are appropriate accommodations for your student. In addition to the state testing accommodations, we also have a little bit of a change to our services. So you'll see right here, I'm opening up special education services, general education services inside the general education setting, and you see I've clicked on the service. The models are no longer there. It's just the categories of eligibility. And our service providers are the same. You see us selecting here, and service positions are the same. It works the same. Your position would usually differ for if you have a teacher, that's the teacher for the deaf, hard of hearing, or vision impairment teacher. The location is now part of the service, and this is where the models are, co-talk, collaborative, etc. So the models are no longer going to be in the top box. There's a separate, what I also want you to see in this video is that we have a draft watermark. You'll notice here that I'm clicking on an IEP and click in print, and you'll see that the IEP shows up in print form, a PDF form for you to print and review just as usual. Now, when you click on the IEP and then you click open, and you open it up so that you can edit and add to the IEP, as you see I'm trying to here. Now, if you click print while the IEP is open in the edit form, it's going to print draft on every page. This is great. When you're going into an IEP meeting, print it like this to make it clear this is a draft document that we're all here to adopt together. And then when the IEP is final, lock the IEP and print the IEP in lock mode so that draft watermark won't be there. This is just a quick reminder that your ESS guidance for writing IEPs, creating IEP amendments, writing transfer IEPs, all of that can be found in our district ESS procedures and resources Canvas page. You should all be invited to that page. If not, shoot me, Amy Bowers, an email and let me know, and I'll get you added in there. And I apologize, that would have been an oversight. So right now, what are your ESS responsibilities? You have attached to an email your beginning of the year checklist. Go through that checklist and check each of those areas off of responsibilities for the students for which you're a case manager, case managers only. And then there's a separate beginning of the year checklist for related service providers and speech language pathologists. Check off each of those areas and sign at the bottom and turn it in to the person that is listed on the form. We have a date for those, so we'll be looking for those to come in. We review those and keep those on file. Okay, here's another thing to do. Mark your progress report dates. These are the dates these are the dates report cards go home. And our IEP state that when report cards go home, we send IEP progress reports. So these are the report card dates for preschool and elementary, and the middle and high. You'll create a progress report to send home with report cards on these dates. These dates are also in the progress report creation written guidance that you can find in the Canvas page and attach to your beginning of the year email. Also, mark your calendars. All IEP meetings should be completed by April 15th. tax day 2019. This is our just DPS procedure we do every year. So let's get all of those IEPs done so we can finish out the school year with a bang. Another DPS district procedure that we have is that as of the date when all IEPs are due to be completed, that no IEPs end before October 1st, 2019. For those of you that don't know, we do that so that gives us August and September to address transfer IEPs for new students, develop IEPs for students that may have been referred late in the school year that are just newly eligible. So there's a lot of work that happens in the first 2 months of school. So this gives us a little time to get to know our students. And then after those 2 months, we are a little bit more confident about writing a good IEP for the school year for those students. So no IEPs would end before October 1st, 2019, as of your IEP completion date, April 15th. All IEP paperwork is going to be due to the ESS office by April 29th, 2019. But remember, our local procedure is to get that paperwork in within 2 weeks of your meeting date. And that helps us stay compliant with the State Department in our student reporting and FTE reporting that we do. If you have more questions, likely we've got written guidance out there somewhere in our documents. And those documents, again, are in our Canvas page that you've been invited to. We also have a website for written guidance, and that address is right here. Check out that website. We do have an awesome frequently asked questions page, and you can read through that and just kind of see how we recommend that you handle things from experience, that situations have been handled well. If you have questions or need some guidance from the ESS office, don't hesitate to call me, and likely if you call that 4023 number, you're going to get our awesome Department Secretary, Wendy Chastain. Our office is here to help you and make sure we stay compliant with our IEPs, and that we are specially designing for our students, ensuring that they are not discriminated against because of their disabilities. So we are here as a resource for you and to support you. Your first staff for questions are certainly staff in your building and your administrators for sure. But if you have questions specific to ideas for how to support a student, or if you're lost and not understanding a student's disability, call our office. So that's what we do, and we can come out and work with you to support that student. I hope you're having a great day and you're learning a lot and meeting some new people, and I hope you have a great year. See you soon.